Hello everyone, and welcome to our 10th episode of Page Valley Living. We're here today inside of the gymnasium of Page County High School, where the Panthers girls basketball team is in a tie for second place in the Bull Run District, and they have some pretty big games coming up this week. We're going to be talking with Page County head girls basketball coach E.J. Wyant in just a few minutes about this team's success, its 6 seniors, and the season that still lies ahead. It's complete with a big rivalry game that's coming up this Saturday night on this very court with the Bulldogs of Luray. But before we get to that, we're going to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Luray Caverns. From well-lighted paved walkways, explore cathedral-sized rooms with ceilings 10 stories high and walk among huge chambers filled with towering stone columns. Come visit Geology's Hall of Fame, only on Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today. We'll be back in just a moment, folks, with the Panthers head coach E.J. Wyant to talk about Panthers' great run in the Bull Run and the big week that lies ahead. But for now, let's go to headlines. And now looking back at the week that was in the Page Valley. On Friday, Page County Public Schools issued a press release naming Jody Foltz as the new principal of Shenandoah Elementary. The former assistant principal was named interim principal back in mid-September. The school division is currently accepting applications for the assistant principal position. 2 homes near Stanley were destroyed in 2 days on January 14th and 15th when fires claimed homes on Frank Ballard Road that Sunday and in Lucas Hollow on early Monday morning. One blaze began in the kitchen while the other was ignited by a kerosene space heater. Valley Health invites community agencies and nonprofit agencies engaged in addressing the region's health challenges to apply for a community partnership grant. The health system intends to award 11 grants totaling $200,000 in increments from $2,500 up to $100,000. The submission deadline is February 28th, with funding to begin in June. And finally in news, according to a recent real estate report, the average sold price of a home in Page County, it surpassed $300,000 for the first time ever in 2023. The average sale price of a home 5 years ago, $173,000. In the world of sports, after a 10-day break due to the weather, both Luray's girls and boys basketball teams dropped tough games on Monday night to Stewart's Draft. Both hope to rebound tonight against Madison on Tuesday evening before facing Central on Friday, and then the Panthers in a big game on Saturday. You'll hear more about that in a moment. Page County has had the same weather-mandated delays and break, and they matched up with Mountain View on Tuesday night, and the girls will be hosting the Generals for senior night at PCHS. Now coming up this weekend on Saturday, January 27th, there's a couple of things happening. At 1 p.m., there'll be a cornhole tournament over at the Rec on West Main Street in Luray. From 3 to 4 p.m., live music at the Shenandoah Museum in the town of Shenandoah with Oster Schaefer. That's from 3 to 4. From 5 to 9 p.m. is Trivia Night at Broad Porch Coffee down on Main Street in Luray. Also a little further down the street at the Memslem Inn, there'll be the Choices Masquerade Ball from 6 to 10 p.m. And there is live jazz at the Rebecca J. Graves Performing Arts Regional Center for Performing Arts, and that is brought to you by Performing Arts Luray on Saturday evening at 7:30 p.m. On Sunday from 3 to 5, it's Paint and Sip class out at Wisteria Farm and Vineyard on Marksville Road. And that's it for headlines for the past week in the Page Valley. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at Page County High School Gymnasium. We are filming on Tuesday, January the 23rd. Our 10th episode of Page Valley Living will be airing on Wednesday, January the 24th. We're here today talking with Page County High School's girls basketball coach, E.J. Wyant. Coach Wyant, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for being here.
How long have you been coaching the Panthers?
This is my 8th season.
Your 8th season with the Panthers, and you know, I know that you've seen some down years and you've seen some good years as well. Tell me a little bit about the chemistry of this team, which features 6 very special seniors, and they played together for so long. They played together in multiple sports. Tell me a little bit about this group.
Yeah, our team as a whole is pretty special this year. And like you said, that's kind of led by our 6 seniors. They do have a very good chemistry because they've played together for a long time. And they've been in our program for a while, so they kind of know how we like to do things, kind of our expectations. Right. And so they kind of help lay that foundation with our younger girls. So it is a special group, and I couldn't ask for a better group of girls. Like, they come in here every day and work hard and do what we want them to do. They're just a pleasure to be around, a pleasure to coach. So,
well, you're coming off of a 60-51 win on the road, what would have been last night on Monday night at Madison County, and then tonight you're going to be hosting Mountain View for that senior night. You've got a great group of seniors. Faith Mason, wow, how much does she hustle and want to win?
Yeah, she's a great player. She can score the basketball. There's no doubt about that, and she's our leading scorer right now. She's hard to guard because she's so versatile.
She's got a good shot.
Yeah, she can shoot. She can attack the rim.
Yeah. And I tell you, 2 others, 3 sport athletes, Adrian Martin, and have you ever in your life met anyone who wants to win more than Bailey Gaskins?
I have not. She is a competitor. I mean, even each day in practice, like, she just gets after it.
You know, I think, I know I have it in softball. I know now I've got it in basketball. I don't know if I have it in volleyball. But I have that same image of her coming off the field or the court with that.
Yeah. She's pretty rare, you know.
Yeah.
Seems like that competitive spirit's not as there nowadays as it used to be back when we were growing up.
And when people hear the crowd saying boo, boo, they're not saying boo, they're talking about Adrian Martin.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. She's a special player as well, and a great athlete. You guys currently tied for second in the Bull Run with Clark at 5-2. Strasburg, the Rams, last year's champs, sitting at the top at 6-0 with the Player of the Year, Macy Smith. You got guys who've got a rematch with the Rams on February 5th, but this week's games are going to feature, you're going to be on the road at Central on Friday night. Central just 1 game back of you in the standings. Then on Saturday night, it is on. It's the rivalry. The Bulldogs are coming to town Saturday, January 27th. The boys are going to tip off at 5 o'clock. The girls at 7 o'clock in a great matchup right here at Page County High School. Does the team understand the full gravity of this week's games, and particularly Saturday night?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something we talk about quite a bit. Our district is second to none. I would put it up with any district in the state. Yeah. And so we talk quite a bit about you have to be ready every night. It doesn't matter if it's Luray, it doesn't matter if it's Central. If you come and just go through the motions, you're going to be in a dogfight.
Yes.
And so we try to emphasize that to our girls quite a bit, and our senior leadership, I think, helps with understanding how important each game is. Because, you could beat Luray and Strasburg and Clark, but then if you lose to Madison and Mountain View, then,
Yeah. Well, you guys are going to close out the season. Kind of a tough situation. You got 4 out of 6 on the road, and all 4 of those teams are in the top 5 in the district. How do you keep your team focused and improving and during this important stretch of the season?
Yeah. We set a goal at the beginning of the year to go to states, and so that's kind of what we have our mind focused on. And we talk about how that starts each day in practice. You got to take it 1 rep at a time, do your best at that rep. And so I think if we can just keep kind of hitting on that and thinking about that, it'll help us stay focused on our ultimate goal of getting to the state tournament.
You were one game shy last year.
We
just
were.
one game, and if you can get over that hump this year, it'd be a great achievement with a great group of girls. We're going to take a really, really quick break. Will you hang around for a minute and play a game called 5 W's with us?
Absolutely.
All right, all right. Well, we're going to be back in just a moment to do that. But first, we want to recognize our sponsor once again, Luray Caverns, where you can hear music of symphonic quality from ancient stone formations on the great stalagpipe organ, the largest musical instrument in the world. Only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today. And now back to head coach E.J. Wyant of the Page County girls basketball team and the 5 W's. I'm going to ask you 5 simple questions focusing on who, what, when, where, and why. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Who is your favorite basketball player of all time?
No doubt Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Is he the GOAT?
He is the GOAT.
Not Bird, not Magic, not LeBron or Kobe?
I have to go with Jordan.
6 titles, right?
Yeah.
6
and
titles.
he was just kind of like you talked about Bailey a while ago, man. He wanted to win, and that was just kind of.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain
That's
him.
right.
That's right. What is your favorite team? Who do you watch on the weekends, pro or college?
We talking basketball or any sport?
Basketball.
So I'm an East Carolina fan.
Oh, wow, okay. The Pirates.
The Pirates.
Yeah.
I don't get to see many of their basketball games because obviously we're playing basketball,
Right.
we do go down. We get season tickets for East Carolina football, so we go
Okay.
down to all the home games there.
I used to live near Greenville for not too long.
All right.
Down in Farmville, North Carolina.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
you
very
know about
familiar.
that.
I love that area.
When did you start coaching?
Man, well, I started coaching in college. When I was in North Carolina, I coached at the local rec department.
Okay.
And also started an AAU team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I coached a teenage boys and girls team.
Okay.
So that's kind of where it all got started.
Okay.
And then I just kind of worked my way up from there.
Okay. Where did you learn the most about basketball? Was there a particular mentor or place you were at that you learned?
So I actually played at a small college in eastern North Carolina.
Okay.
Mid-Atlantic Christian University.
Oh, wow, okay.
And my coach there, I would say, has probably been the biggest influence and kind of taught me the things that I.
What town is that in?
Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not too far from the Greenville area, really. Maybe an hour and 30 minutes,
Not
something
far.
like that.
Our final question here for you today, Coach. What makes this 2023-24 team so special?
It's just a great group of girls that love basketball. They love each other. We talk a lot about family, and I think this group of girls really kind of embody that. They kind of display all the characteristics that we want our program to be known for. Just hard work, that never quit spirit that we talk about. It's an awesome group of kids, and it's always fun to see a group of girls with a common goal kind of come together and really work to achieve that goal. And so I really hope we can achieve that. I believe in our girls, and I think they'll do what we want them to do, and they'll work hard, and hopefully we'll get there.
Well, I think they are scrappers. They work hard. Like you said, you can see it during every game. And you built a tradition here. I think back to Karis Lucas, who's now over at, is it EMU?
Yeah.
EMU in Harrisonburg. Boy, was she a scrapper, too. And I tell you, it's fun to watch your team play. We wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We want to say thanks to head coach E.J. Wyant of Page County High School. Thanks for spending some time with us. Thank you for all you have done and all you will continue to do to mentor our kids. We want to say thanks again to our sponsor, Luray Caverns. Thanks to Eleanor Arrington for her job behind the camera today and her work. If you enjoyed today's show, make sure you hit that like button, share it with a friend, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as Page Valley News. And finally, make sure you visit all of our furry friends down at the Page County Animal Shelter and help them find a forever home. Until next week, this is Randy Arrington saying make sure you get your seats and your tickets for Saturday night's game right here at Page County High School early and enjoy that Page Valley living.